Hello, good people. Alicia Antoinette here from the Energy Healing Channel TV. And today's question of the day is how to practice Reiki healing. Okay, so when practicing Reiki, it really doesn't have to be super complicated. Okay, I think that because of how our school system is set up and things like that, it makes it feel like it has to be almost like a chore to master. But I would say one big tip is to actually practice on yourself. So finding things that you're wanting healings on. So for example, like um, if you're having financial issues, start sending Reiki to that. If you are having issues with the relationship, whether at home or at work, sending Reiki to that um, is very beneficial. And if you're looking for employment, or if you're looking, to find education that's more in your price point, those types of things you can send Reiki to help, get that extra kind of spiritual help, because a lot of times, the unseen things, especially when you're a novice, um, can kind of try and throw you off the path. So one thing is to really work with your energy, and work with your space first. That's one of the things that I really worked on. You could also find outlets such as Fiverr is one place where you can create a profile and set your price. That also helps you to get used to being paid for a spiritual service, because sometimes, it can feel a little awkward to receive payment for helping someone in a spiritual manner. But I would say the biggest way to get comfortable with Reiki is to practice on yourself. Um, and you can even send it to different situations, because Reiki honors and respects free will. If a person doesn't agree with it, then it just won't, like, nothing would happen. If the person is open minded and willing to accept, healing, then obviously they would receive help in their request. It's really similar to prayer. So, if people are a little put off by you asking, would you like to receive Reiki? You can rephrase it as being a type of healing prayer. Um, a lot of people that go into the hospital or that are dealing with things, such as cancer or diabetes or things like that, and a lot of that is connected to spiritual things that are going on. And so, helping to send that Reiki, you know, could potentially help, in a positive way. Now, the reason why I say potentially is because the receiving end has to be open to the healing. But like I said, if they are open to it, then it's gonna be pretty smooth. Um, Another good idea is practicing with things like um, a garden, if you are gardening, or even things like sticking to a diet, if you're trying to lose a few pounds, or if you're trying to work towards a certain goal. That's a really good time to um, create what I've learned to call a mock-up. Okay, I'm not going to go into what mock-ups are, but it basically sounds like what it is. You're mocking it up. Um, I may talk about that in the Patreon the paid subscription, talk a little bit more about that, because it's not really a topic that I go into depth on in the free videos, okay? But yeah, those are just some tips on how to practice Reiki. Um, you know, Before I go, I would just like to encourage you to just utilize your imagination, because, like, it's so powerful. I can't stress it enough that, working with your imagination, working with visualization, and working on building the relationship with Reiki, because that's basically what you're doing. You're building a relationship. You're going through growth periods. You're releasing energy. You're bringing back your own energy and things like that. So, thank you. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell notification so that other people can get this information. If you know anybody that's into natural healing, energy work, things like that, go ahead and share my channel with them. I would appreciate it. And before I go, I actually have a class coming up in August that I would like to invite you to. So if you have been looking for a Reiki class, um, this is going to be my first online class that I'd be teaching. So, you know, um, I am thinking about maybe doing a discount on it. Um, just because I know there's going to be some rough spots, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I will go ahead and link my website, apothecaryenergy.com. You can check for updates there. But I'm going to head out, and you guys have a great rest of the day. Peace.